Sanlam is a 100-year-old insurance business. One of the legs on which this company was built is empowerment. Initially, empowerment of the poor Afrikaans people, its real target population. But then with the changes in South Africa, also increasingly black economic empowerment and driving that.
Black economic empowerment is about redress and bringing people that were excluded into the mainstream.
I had a very good appreciation of Sanlam's history and also the good work that Sanlam has done in terms of its broader upliftment, partnership and improvement of the standards of living amongst many South Africans.
Way back in 2003, Patrice Motsepe led a consortium that bought 8% of Sanlam for 1.3 billion.
Ubuntu is the empowerment partner of Sanlam.
Ubuntu was established to bring together individuals to be shareholders in terms of the equity that we bought. And we wanted all of them to be part of this investment that we made in Sanlam for the long term and for them to benefit from the growth and success of Sanlam over many, many years.
I was called to a meeting whereby it was discussed what Ubuntu will be doing, and they were kind of looking for nominees to be part of the shareholders of Ubuntu Mpumalanga. Each was offered 1,000 shares for free. We didn't have to pay anything, and it would take about 10 years before we could get any dividends, before we could make any money. It was exciting.
Many people that participated today live in houses being paid by their shares, their kids have been educated, they started businesses, and the effects in the community are really great. The individuals who got the shares did very well. Their estate grew from 2 billion to over 20 billion. It changed lives massively.
I'll call it a peace of mind. I won't sell my shares, not ever. My shares must make this Ubuntu grow and must always give my family and my kids the dividends so that they can live. You always walk tall because you know I've got something to hold on it. These are my shares. This is my peace of mind.
With a growing middle class comes an improvement in people's standards of living, better education, a commitment and a stake in the future of the country, but also a growing market. And it was relevant for Sanlam to sell the solutions that we produce as Sanlam to this growing market.
I can't think of any other place where, there are so many opportunities. And we will set to capitalize on these opportunities. Ubuntu, Sanlam, and African Rainbow Capital, individually and together. And, where everybody is better off. These are the kinds of partnerships made in heaven.
Of course, we've got to run world-class companies, and of course, we've got to be very competitive, and we've got to be profitable. But side by side with that, it's also important to have a sense of humanity, a sense of compassion, a sense of caring, and a commitment to help others.
We've been on a road for empowerment over the last 20-odd years, and it's been a great story. And now, of course, Sanlam finds itself in a totally different scenario, much more transformed, much more reflective of South Africa, and in 34 countries on the African continent. And as the African countries within the African continent develop, we will be part of that. For companies to be successful, they have to learn and apply the concept of doing well by doing good. And that's a responsibility that all of us have got.